Hello, welcome back to another video from All American Arts. I want to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everybody. I want to start going over some older videos that I got, kind of remake them now that I know a little bit more about video editing, more about cameras. Try to get some better lights. I also bought a microphone and stuff for my GoPro. I'm having problems with that, so I'm trying a different camera right now. So let me know how it works. Today I'm just going to show you some basics of making decals like a previous video I made. So if I help you out with anything, make sure you like and subscribe. Check out other videos and watch for more coming. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos over again to make them a little bit higher quality and kind of go more into detail with some stuff. So thanks again for watching. Alright, so we're at the vinyl cutter. Like always, I'm using a laser point 2 31.5 inch cutter. And today I'm going to be using Papilio vinyl. I just started using it. It's probably the easiest weeding vinyl I have used. So I got a few colors here. I'm going to try to use a few colors in this image that I'm making. Right here we got lemon, pink, orange, Arctic blue, and sapphire. If you were to order it, the lemon, the number for that is 523, pink is 541, orange is 544, the Arctic blue is 514, and sapphire is 504 or 508. Sorry. Yeah, so check them out, papilio.com or texascraft.com. Well, let's hop into this image and I'll show you on the computer how to outline or trace your image, separate it by color, change the colors, set up your whole cutting settings and all that. Alright, we're trying out something new for recording my computer background here. Instead of using a camera, I'm using software. So we're going to use Vinyl Masters to do our cutting. I got that with my US cutter, vinyl laser point 2. So what we do is we just import our image. If you're getting it offline, if you got your own image, it's all done the same. I got this one off of Google. And as long as you're using it for personal use, it doesn't matter if you use a copyrighted image. So when we got our image there, we're gonna click vectorize. That's gonna separate it by color. As you can see, it's not picking up everything because they tried to put some blocker over there so you couldn't trace it. So you just add two colors, so you got the black and the gray. Click trace. That looks good there, accept. Then what we do here, we got all these words here, so we're gonna right click on group all, and that's gonna separate everything. So now we can delete all this. And then what we do is we select everything again here, go up to object and weld. So that's going to make everything one solid color. Otherwise, if you were to cut that out where it was black and gray, the vinyl cutter would actually cut where the colors met instead of having one solid image like this. Alright, so now we got that. We're going to go up to here to this apple. We're going to create a cut contour. And we're just going to stack this image to make it multicolored. So you can make your next color as big as you want it here by going up to the outline percentage.
I'm going to do a couple colors, so we're going to just do a thin outline around it. So I got it at 1% there. We're going to accept. I'm going to change my black to a yellow. And I'm going to click on our background color. I'm going to change that to the sapphire blue. And as you can see, it blocked out my yellow. So what I'm going to do is right click, object right here, order, send to back. That's going to put my background color behind there. And what we can do again here is select it all again, create cut contour. And they go about right there. We're going to click accept. Then you just make that whatever color you want. I'm going to go with orange. Same thing, we're going to send it to the back. So there we go, we got 3 colors in that decal there. So you can basically add, change any image that you can get, make it personalized. So now that we got our 3-color design there, if you were to be done, you just click cut and separate it by color. So now you see that after I clicked on that, up here we got our 3 colors. So you just put whatever color in your vinyl cutter, click on the color, cut it out, go to the next one, do the same thing. So what I'm going to do here to make it line up perfect, we're going to add registration marks. As you can see, puts little stars on there, and that will be there on each color so it lines up perfect. So we're going to start with our yellow, put that in there, cut it out.
Alright, before you start cutting on your vinyl cutter, you are going to have to set the blade and your pressure and all that. It's a little bit of trial and error, but what I do is I got my blade set just over the thickness of a card, a credit card or whatever. So I set that there, and my pressure's at about 214. I kind of start out around 200 and kind of go up as my blade gets a little bit duller so I can get more use out of it. So now that you got that set, you got different rollers here. These rollers will pinch down your vinyl, so you just move them to whatever width of vinyl that you're using. Try to keep as many pinching the vinyl as you can. So if you're using 12-inch rolls like I'm about to do, move them all this way, so you got the 2 on that side, the 1 over there. I'm going to put my yellow in there because we're going to start out with that. You just put the vinyl on the holder back there. It's got little rollers for your vinyl to sit on. Get that started here through your cut strip. There's a little strip here that your vinyl blade will actually cut on. So pull that past that a little bit. Try to line up the right side. If you put your blade back, you can kind of see how far over your blade will go. It doesn't go all the way tight against that side, so keep it off of there about a 1/2 inch. Line it up as best you can. Pinch your rollers down. And what you're able to do is you can pull your vinyl out. You're going to want to do this for really long images, but something small, it doesn't really matter. But you're able to watch and see if it gets closer to this side of your vinyl cutter or farther away to see how straight you actually are. Like I said, it doesn't really matter with these smaller images, but something really long, if you're cutting 10 feet long, you might end up cutting off of your vinyl if you're too far off. So we'll put that back, put your blade back. We'll go up to the cutter.
Alright, before we start cutting, we're going to want to set our page background as well for the width of our vinyl. So you're going to come up here, see how it says 8 by 11 right now. We're going to click that to 12. We'll go 12 by 12. You just want to go whatever length you need, but you want to make that top one your width of your vinyl. And we'll size this down. Now we can go up to our cut, go to the yellow with our registration marks there. They're going to be a little bit bigger than the image, so you want to make sure you're not over your 12 inches. So now that we got that set, we'll go back to our vinyl cutter and get the yellow cut out. So we'll click cut now. Proceed with cutting. Yes.
I like to run my speed at about 500 unless I'm doing a really big image with just like letters or something. Something easy without any sharp bends or whatever. You can go up a little bit. You can even run it as fast as you want at like 8 or whatever. Alright, so our yellow's all done. So we'll just take our vinyl here, pull it down to your registration mark, so you're not going to cut through that. This little red line here, that's for your blade to sit in and for you to cut a straight line on your vinyl. So what we're going to do here, put our blade in there, and just run it across. Now you got your image there all cut out. We'll get our other color in there. So you just pull your rollers back up on the back side. Roll your vinyl back up. Throw a piece of masking tape on it. Don't want to use any other kind of tape because it will leave adhesive on your vinyl. You'll end up having some spots on there that are wrecked. So now we'll grab our orange, also Papilio vinyl. Same thing as the yellow, we'll run that from the back side here. Rollers are already in the right spot. We'll just line it up, keeping it straight down the right side there. Push our rollers back down. And we'll go back up to the computer.
So we got the orange in the vinyl cutter now, so we're going to click on the orange. Don't have to click any other settings at all, we'll just click cut now. Proceed with cutting again.
orange cutting out. Alright, the orange is all done. So same thing, we'll pull that to our highest point of our cut. So my registration marks right there, we want to leave about a ½ inch or whatever so we don't end up cutting through that. Take your blade, put it in the channel there, run it across. Push your rollers up in the back. Roll that up. Grab our blue. Pull that through, lining it up on the right side again. Push your rollers down. Now we'll come up to our blue here, click on that. Again, you don't have to change any other settings. Just click cut now, proceed with cutting. Alright, now we're going to start weeding them out, which is removing all the excess vinyl that we don't want. So just start by grabbing a corner. Remember that you got your registration marks on there that you want to keep. So just start pulling it off, holding down the pieces that you want if they don't stick to the backing paper. As you can see there, we got our yellow cut out, weeded out. Now we'll move on to another color here. So there's the blue. And there's our orange. So now we're going to get some transfer paper on here. And then we'll stick all three colors together using the registration marks. That's going to line them up perfect. Alright, so grab all your colors, squeegee, and I'm using Oracle transfer paper. What I like to do is just get a little bit pulled out of the transfer paper. Just set it down right on top of it. And then just start working it out each way. Rub it down really good. Grab your knife, cut your roll there, and just go ahead and trim out all the excess as much as you can. Make it easier to deal with if you're just dealing with what you need instead of a whole bunch of extra. Color done. Grab your next color, do the same thing, just pull out a foot or however much you're going to need for the size of decal you're working with. Stick it on there. Always rubbing down from the center outwards so you don't trap any air in there. As you can see, I lost part of my registration mark. I was trying to go a little fast, but you don't really need all the pieces. Really only need two marks because you can only really line up one side at a time anyways. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a second here. And we'll grab our last color. So there's a couple ways of doing this, and the way I'm doing, I'm just going to stick it on the surface as I'm going, each color at a time. Otherwise you could have just put transfer paper on the yellow, use that one to pick up the blue, and then use that to pick up the red. It is a little bit harder because the backing paper is not really the stickiest surface, so it's kind of hard to transfer all the colors like that because stuff will move around. So I'm going to do each color at a time. Alright, so we're just going to stick these on the computer here. This vinyl can really stick to anything. Use them on signs, car windows, walls. We'll start with our background color, the furthest background color, which is orange. Get it somewhat centered on there. Just sticking down the center part. We'll start from the center and work outwards. Pick up just the corner of your transfer paper, slowly pull that off at a nice steep angle. As you can see, these words are recessed in there, so I'm just working it in there a little bit better. orange there. Now we'll take our blue. Also taking the backing paper off at a nice steep angle. That'll make your pieces stay on the transfer paper a little bit better. This Papilio vinyl is really good. It transfers really easy. So just turning this so you can see a little bit better. We'll take these two registration marks, put them right on those orange ones. It's going to be hard to see in the camera, but just line them up as best as you can. Also kind of hard to see with this bright LED light I got pointing here so you guys can see, but just get those two down on the one side and then just start working it onto your other color. Then again, grab your transfer paper, pull it off at a nice angle. As you can see how good it lined everything up. We'll grab our yellow now. Just line up your registration marks again. And then just start working in it from that side to the other side. Then just grab the corner of your transfer paper again. that's all there is to it. We just made a decal using registration marks. You can see how nice that lines up, just like in the computer image that we designed. So you just take off your registration marks, you don't need them anymore, and then you got your 3-color design there left over. Plain and simple, nice and easy. Alright, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe to my channel. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Papilio vinyl. They sent me a few rolls of their vinyl. I normally used Oracle 651 vinyl, and I can tell you the Papilio weeds transfers a lot easier, so I'll definitely be using this a lot more. I want to thank you guys for watching the video. I hope I helped you out with a few basics of making decals and a few basics on making decals with registration marks for multicolored designs. I want to thank you again. Have a safe and happy holiday. Until next time, All American Arts.